Howdy everybody, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about the Goku uniforms from Kill la Kill. And I'm also going to be talking about the Kamui from the same series, just because they're related in some ways, and I figure I might as well just talk about them. And let me tell you, trying to find images for this video that wouldn't get my video taken down was not easy. So, let's get started. Alrighty, so, the Goku uniforms are strength, speed, defense enhancing uniforms created via life fibers. Living fabric that are also aliens. It's complicated. Made by the Kiryoin company in order to help take over the world via a high school. Yeah, Kill la Kill is weird. They are numbered 1 to 3. And there is also the No Star uniforms, which have no life fibers weaved into them, but they're pretty much just normal clothing. So, let's get into it with the 1 Star uniforms. The 1 Star uniforms are pretty basic. They are made of 10% life fibers and 90% normal fabric. And they provide a basic flat increase to all of your basic stats. The strength, speed, dexterity, all of it. And we see a lot of them throughout the entire series. They're pretty much the standard uniform for all of Satsuki Kiryuin's foot soldiers at the high school. And that's pretty much it on them. There were also the variations of them for the Tri-City Schools raid trip, which were pretty much just 1 Star uniforms rebuilt with certain specializations, and some of them had a piece of the Kamui Senketsu sewn into them that provided a significant boost, making them far, far stronger. Though they were still capable of being completely destroyed by Ryuko on her own with nothing but a motorcycle and her scissor blades. So, take for that what you will. But moving on, we have the 2 Star uniforms now. So next we have the 2 Star uniforms, and the 2 Star uniforms actually have 2 different modes. There's an active mode and an inactive mode. While they're in the inactive mode, they look no different than the normal Goku uniforms, or the 1 Star Goku uniforms, except that there are 2 stars on the chest. And I assume they also provide the same basic boosts. But when they're in the active mode, they take on a much more unique look, providing the user with usually some sort of weapon or unique ability relating to their club or extracurricular activity, which, yeah, these ones are only provided to people who have earned Satsuki's trust in a certain way, in some way, and have become leaders of a club or extracurricular activity, such as boxing, tennis, the fighting club, or the gardening club. And due to the fact that the first, I want to say half of the series was set up with a Monster of the Week setup. There were a lot of these. Way too many for me to list all at once here. But these ones are made of 20% life fiber and 80% normal fabric. They're a bit harder to control, and as a result, only certain people are allowed to use them. Though there are a significant amount of them, far more than the next category. Now, this one I can actually give you a number of uniforms we've seen throughout the series on this, though those being the 3-star uniforms. And we've seen 14 of these things, and only 5 people be able to use them. The 3-star uniforms are made of 30% life fibers and 70% normal fabric. The ones we see of this are the shackle and scourge regalia used by Iragamagori, the blade regalia series used by Uzu Sanageyama, and the probe regalia used by Hoku Inamuta, the symphony regalia line used by Nonon Jakuzure, and the tailor's regalia used by Shiro Iori. And that is it throughout the entire series. They're incredibly powerful, having the ability, the shackle regalia and scourge regalia having the ability to transform between the two, from the shackle to the scourge and back again. The symphony regalia having the ability to fly, shoot massive sound waves at people, and even incorporate outside instruments into its design. And they are easily the strongest of the strictly Goku uniforms. But that said, there is something above it, and that is we have the Kamui. And the Kamuis are extraordinarily powerful, being made of 100% life fibers. We only ever see 3 of them throughout the whole series. Those being Senketsu, Junketsu, and Shinra-Koketsu. And they're all shown to be very, very strong and very hard to control. Ryuko Matoi was the first one to really use a Kamui in the series, and she was only able to do it due to the fact that revealed later, she has life fibers woven into her body, and Satsuki Kiryuin uses Junketsu not long after, and the reason she's able to do it is her indomitable will. And once again, Kiryuin's mother also uses a Kamui, the Shinra-Koketsu, and she also has life fibers woven into her being. And that's pretty much all for overview information, so let's talk about Senketsu. The first Kamui we see in the series is Senketsu, and he is incredibly strong. As all Kamuis do, this one has a active mode and an inactive mode. When it is in its inactive mode, it looks like a normal sailor uniform. And as for why it's a sailor uniform, we don't actually know. The best we get is that it was just kind of Ryuko's dad's thing, which Ryuko's dad, Dr. Matoi, was the one who created Senketsu, specifically to be used by Ryuko. In addition to that, Senketsu has different fight modes as well. A flight mode called Senketsu Shippu, Senketsu Senpu, I believe, a blade mode called Senketsu Shippu, and a combination of the two. The flight mode allows her to fly at high speeds, while the blade mode allows her to basically cut things apart with life fiber enhanced blades. And when they combine the two, she basically becomes a flying knife. There is a final mode, which was unlocked when Ryuko and Senketsu figured out that clothes are clothes and people are people, and basically said, that because of that, the two of them were able to continue evolving into the ultimate state that was used to finally defeat the life fibers. And that's pretty much it for Senketsu. So let's go ahead and move on to. Next we have Junketsu. And this one was able to go toe-to-toe with Senketsu, though it should be noted that while Senketsu can talk and has been heard talking to Ryuko, and Ryuko's the only one who can hear her due to the fact that due to the life fibers, or so it was thought until the final episode revealed something else. Junketsu, it's unclear if it can talk, though it has been described as a raging beast. And while it looks like a military uniform, to me at least, it was stated that Junketsu was supposed to be Satsuki's wedding dress. And it's unclear if this is just flowery dialogue or if Ragyo literally wanted Satsuki to get married in this thing, but I mean, to each their own, I guess. It was incredibly powerful, but also incredibly unwieldy. Satsuki was never truly able to control it at its peak until the last couple of episodes, after Ryuko had warned Junketsu after being mind controlled, and her blood actually helped calm the thing down. And that was also when Junketsu gained the ability to enter its flight mode and its blade mode and its blade flight mode. Though it should be noted that even before this, it was shown to... Satsuki was shown to have just as much control over the Kamui as a normal, as she did beforehand. So it's unclear if somebody were to use this and would be able to, well, just figure them out on their own. Such as when we see her turn the shoulder pads into a grappling hook or into a blade to try and impale Ryuko. That's pretty much it for Junketsu. So we'll be moving on to the final Kamui, Shinra-Koketsu, sometimes translated as Omni-Silk Koketsu. This is stated to be, without question, the strongest Kamui and life fiber-based uniform in the entire series. It definitely lives up to that name, though it should be noted that Senketsu at full power is quite a bit stronger than this one, capable of going into space. But this one has both an active and inactive mode. But in the inactive mode, it is still capable of fending off both Senketsu and Junketsu, and that helps with its claim that it is the strongest. This one was used by Ragyo Kiryuin, and once again, it's unclear if this one has the ability to speak. We know that Nue Haruhime used her life fiber body to complete the Shinra-Koketsu and can speak to Ragyo via the Kamui, but it's unclear if Shinra-Koketsu itself has a voice and personality. Keep in mind, we only get to see this for like the last 2 episodes of the series, and it is used specifically to fight against the entirety of the high school. All of that said, that's pretty much all we have to go over for Shinra-Koketsu and all of the Goku uniforms in Kamui. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And have a wonderful day. 傷ついて嘘が下手なくせに笑えない笑顔を見せた I love you もろくに